Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to a brand new video. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. In today's video, we're going to be discussing one of the many technical improvements that Rockstar is working on behind the scenes for GTA 6 that is going to make the gameplay experience a lot more realistic and also a lot more advanced. Now, Rockstar is of course implementing a ton of new technologies and improvements all across the board for GTA 6 right now as they are working on it, but this one feature is going to make the entire game world a lot more realistic, and it is one of the big pain points of GTA 5, and that is enemy/driving AI. So if you're interested in hearing how Rockstar is going to be improving this inside GTA 6 and also some of the improvements you can expect, make sure to stay tuned because we're going to be discussing that in today's video. Now, we got a ton of really awesome and exciting information to discuss today, so make sure to stick around for the entire video for that, and also make sure to drop a like rating on this video if you haven't already, as well as subscribe down below for more daily videos just like this. But first off, here is today's shout out of the day, and right after that, went to the actual video. So today's shout out of the day goes to a really awesome YouTube channel known as Atlas. Now, he is a really awesome music artist, and he makes videos both with his original songs and covers, which are really great to listen to. He plays all sorts of different instruments as well, and also sings, which is really awesome to hear. And on top of that, he does some really awesome gaming videos as well here on the side, and he's been getting back into GTA 5 as of recently. Make sure to click the first link in the description down below to subscribe to Atlas on YouTube for some really awesome music and gaming videos. But with that being said, and without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into this video. So right now, inside video games, there are of course a lot of improvements being made to graphics and overall quality of the gaming experience. However, one big thing that is being overlooked by a lot of game developers out there is enemy AI as well as AI in the world of the video game. The AI and characters inside a video game can make and break the realization factor, and with a game like the GTA series that is trying to be as realistic to the real world as possible, it is absolutely paramount to have good enemy/pedestrian/driving AI inside the game to make sure things are as realistic as possible. Now, right now, inside GTA 5 and GTA 4, there are of course some AI inside the game. It isn't anything too advanced, and for the most part, it is actually very simplistic. For example, if you take a look at a car inside GTA 5, while it does look like it is driving itself, and it technically is, it is pretty much locked onto a virtual track in the GTA map, which it stays locked onto. That is why you do not see cars swerving around the lanes, and they are exactly in the center because they are locked onto that virtual track. Inside GTA 6, Rockstar is going to be making a lot of improvements to the AI, and one of the big ones that has been detailed by multiple news outlets is in regards to driving. Now, inside GTA 5, if you go ahead and ram a car off of the road, it is very well possible that car will likely try to get back on the road. However, if it is too far and if the AI cannot compute how to get back to it, it simply gives up, and usually the car either just stops, the person driving it gets out, or something else happens. Now, GTA 5 was of course released in 2013 and was developed even before that, and any kind of real-world AI was not really used back then. Even since then, we have gotten self-driving cars in the real world, so putting that inside a video game is going to be a lot easier and a lot more mainstream now than it has been before. So inside GTA 6, Rockstar is likely going to make a lot of the cars inside the game a lot more realistic by adding actual AI, so while these cars are going to be driving themselves, they're not going to be locked onto these virtual tracks, and everything is going to be a lot more realistic and fluid. By doing this, it is very well possible that there could be accidents inside the game as well, because the AI is not perfect, and since they're not locked onto virtual tracks, it is very well possible that cars on the road of GTA 6 could collide once in a while, which obviously is sadly realistic, but will make the game even more to real life standards as we do expect. Now, same thing goes for enemy AI. Now, inside GTA 5 story mode, I would say the enemy AI is some of the best I have seen, at least for the time that GTA 5 came out. Obviously, since then, we've seen a lot of AAA titles come out with absolutely stellar enemy AI. And while Rockstar is technically using actual enemy AI for the characters inside GTA 5 and a GTA Online, this still has a long way to go. When I'm playing a GTA Online mission and I am fighting against enemy AI, it still feels a little bit more robotic than I would like it to, and this is likely going to be a major improvement that they will be making inside GTA 6. And in fact, when Rockstar first introduced GTA Online, one of the big things they were stressing is the enemy AI, and for the time it was super ahead of its time and it was absolutely stellar. However, over the years, as I mentioned, it has definitely gotten beaten out, and it is not as AAA status as it was before, and this is definitely something that Rockstar is likely going to be working on alongside those autonomous vehicles and AI. Now, Take-Two Interactive, which is the parent company of Rockstar Games, also made a number of business/company acquisitions of different startups that are developing AI technology for video games, and this technology is going to be implemented likely into GTA 6 and their other titles to make things more realistic, and at the end of the day, it is quicker to acquire a company and get their technology and team and talent right away instead of developing it in-house. And of course, these AI improvements are going to be noticeable inside the story mode of GTA 6, which still seems to be on as of the moment, and also inside GTA 6 Online, which is going to be even more important. Alongside that, another thing I really want to see in regards to the driving mechanics inside GTA 6 is also having more realistic mechanics during weather conditions. Inside GTA 4, Rockstar went out of their way to make sure that weather conditions were as realistic as possible, to the point where if it was raining, people would pull out an umbrella or even run under a covered area to make sure they didn't get rained on. This kind of logic and AI does not exist inside GTA 5, and I hope it's going to be making a return inside GTA 6, because these kinds of little improvements make the game as realistic as possible, and while you're not going to notice it every single time you play, when you do, it is going to make a big difference. But let me know in those comments down below, what are some of the improvements that you want to see Rockstar introduce into GTA 6 that we currently do not have now inside GTA 5 that will make the game more realistic to play overall? Let me know what your thoughts are in those comments down below, because I really want to hear from you guys. But either way, that is pretty much going to wrap it up for today's video. Thank you so much for watching until the end, I really do appreciate it, and if you learned something new today, let me know by dropping a like rating on this video, as well as subscribe down below if you haven't already with those notifications on so you're always notified whenever I upload a brand new video. Thank you again for tuning in today, I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you tomorrow when we do another video just like this. But until then, have an awesome day, and I'll be sure to talk to you guys then.